So welcome everyone to a new video. We're here to look at this beautiful van and it has a little surprise. So I was invited here by the people of Dikke to have a look at the Innova prototype that they have here for the weekend. So what can I tell you about Innova? Innova is a company that has a history of building yachts, and now they're also building vans. They have a lot of experience in interiors, building interiors, and they look stunning, as you will see in a minute. This van specifically is called the Roadtrip 595. It's a 6-meter van based on the Mercedes Sprinter, and of course a Mercedes van is already high quality, and they took the interior to the next level. So before we jump into this specific van, let's have a look at the layout you normally get with the Roadtrip 595. It has a little table around the swiveling chairs, then it has the bathroom on the sliding door side, and then a large kitchen on the opposite side, and then of course you have the transverse bed. There's also a 959L, which has a bit of a different layout, and then lastly you have the Roadtrip 695L, which is a longer one that has even more space. And although you have the standard layouts for the Roadtrip, you can basically customize everything. They have a very modular system that you can pick and choose whatever you want. Now, without further ado, let's jump inside and have a look. Beautiful. So it starts off with this beautiful dinette with nice leather chairs with some sort of fabric in the middle. These are beautiful, nice and comfortable chairs to sit in. Of course, these are the captain's chairs, they swivel around, and then you have a third seat over there for a third passenger. So in any case, you can't drive with more people than 3 in this van. However, I said this is a modular system, so if you want to have 4 seats, you can have a 4th seat here and then have a different type of kitchen, etc., etc. So you have this little table that can spin all the way around. Of course, there's a screw to lock it in place so it doesn't move while you are cutting your steak. But it can fit 3 people comfortably, and there's enough room for 3 people to eat. The table pops off if you want to drive, so that you can swivel the chairs and then there's enough room. So this is a look at the passenger seat. And then above the passenger seat we have our standard cupboards, as per usual in these kind of vans. There is no overhead bin here in the Sprinter, so we have a nice open space. It feels roomy, you don't feel cramped at all. It is a very lovely place to sit in. Now let's have a look at the kitchen. Next to the sliding door we have our lovely kitchenette. It has a huge sink. Seriously, this thing is massive. And of course a tap with hot and cold water. And then here we have not 2 but 3 burner hobs. So in most vans these things are a 2 burner hob, but here they opted for 3. Like I said in a previous video, this is nice, but I love to have 2 that are very well spaced so you can have large pots, rather than have 3 and not be able to use 3 at the same time. That said, it is a nice configuration, and I know that there are people that love to have 3. So in this van, this is possible. Then below that, we have a fridge. A small fridge, a compressor fridge, perfect for 2 people, and it even comes with a little freezer. And then next to that we have a cupboard, which is fairly big, so that is very useful. As you can see, it's a prototype, so we're missing some of the back panels, but that doesn't mean you don't get a good idea of what it's going to be when it's a production model. Then above the hub you have another cupboard for storing So that was a kitchen. Now let's have a look at the bathroom. But there's a problem. Let me show you guys. There is no bathroom. Like I said, it's a prototype. This is where the bathroom should be. Now maybe some of you think, well, Christophe, that looks really small. And you're absolutely right. And that's where the trick comes in. The idea with this bathroom is that it doesn't take up much space when you don't need it, and when you need it to be bigger, you simply slide this back, and then you have more room inside for taking a shower or using the toilet. Once you're done, you simply slide it back and it's out of the way. Quite neat. Now there's one concern I have for this, and maybe this is just to show you what is possible, but if you slide it all the way back, then in this particular van there is not much room to get in and out of the bathroom. But as you guys know, I love new ideas, trying stuff out and seeing what works and what doesn't. It is neat. Now let's have a look at why we actually came to see this van. So what makes this van special? Well, it's actually the bed. Now for you viewers, keen viewers, there's something wrong here, right? So you have that door, and then you have a bed that goes all the way back there. So how the hell did they do that? Well, let me show you. So to give you guys an idea of how big the bed is, let me jump into it and show you. So I'm 1.80 meters long, and we have about 10 centimeters left. So I guess the bed is about 190, which makes it equal to the one we have in our van. Width-wise, it's hard to say, but I would think it's about probably about 140 wide. It's about 140 wide, yep. So that's the bed. Let's have a look at all of the cupboards around it. So here we have some controls for the van, your battery voltages. Then we have a lovely little TV above the bed so that you can watch. And then here you have two cupboards and a third one right here. And then lastly we have a place to put some magazines, and then here you have the controls for the bed to slide it in and out. So what else do we have in the van here? So you have a nice sky roof here with lovely LED lights all the way around, and we have one in the living area as well, and that one comes with a fan, so if it's too hot it can ventilate the room. So as I said before, they are used to building yachts, and the nice thing is that everything is rounded in this van. So the kitchen cupboards are rounded, the cupboards are rounded, even the bed is rounded, everything is rounded. I think if you're ever on a boat, you are not allowed to have any straight corners, but this gives a very luxurious feel to it. Everything is wood finish, the floor is even wood finish. I'm sure it's fake, but it feels really high quality and sturdy. Ooh, another cupboard. The countertop is some sort of composite made to size. It's beautiful, it is solid, it will last, it has a nice finish to it. I love it. So let's have a look outside of the van to the back and see what we have there, because it has yet another surprise up his sleeve. So here you have the big booth underneath the double bed, and it has just a single locker for all of the electronics. By now you might have thought, well, they have this large thing in the back. You can walk over it, but what's that waste of space about? Is it just a cupboard? Well, let me tell you, it's not just a cupboard. So it holds a whole nother kitchen. Now you could ask yourself, Christophe, why on earth would you want two kitchens in the van? Well, you don't. That makes sense. But like I said, this is a prototype. This is to show people what they can do. For example, I said that you can have an extra seat there and you don't have a kitchen over there. You might want to have one that you can use outside. So it has a big burner hub, can fit a large paella pan. Paella? Can fit a large paella pan on it. I'm not Spanish. Anyway, large pan. And then it has a cupboard underneath. And then here we have a Dometic fridge that can hold, well, basically hold the beers. So let's have a look how this bed slides back in, and what it looks like when it's inside, and then you see what you can expect to drive with it. So you take out this pillow and then you press the button and wait a very long time. Once it reaches the pillow, the whole bed slides out. And there you go, bed out of the way. So here you can see how it looks when the bed is completely in and you're able to drive. And there you go, bed made. At this point, some of you might go, well, that is all nice and fancy, but why on earth would you want to have a bed that is only 190 long and then have this white space here that is not usable for anything? And then you're just asking the wrong questions. This is a concept van, so they want to show off what they can do. So you have the outside kitchen, you have the bed. Now, why would this be very interesting? Well, imagine that you are a person above 2 meters. There is no bed in most vans, if not all vans, that can fit someone that's taller than 2 meters. So either he has to crawl up each time, or he can't experience a camper van, and we don't want that, right? So with this van, with this concept of the slide-out bed, he could have a bed that starts out 190, the full width of the van, and then it can extend longer to maybe hold someone 2 meters 10, 2 meters 20 if that is needed. So that is really creative thinking, and I always applaud companies that try to do something else, that try to mix up the status quo. That said, Innova does sell vans, and you saw the layouts earlier. The dealer also told me that one of the nice things that they do is they use the standard windows. So that means that it looks like a Sprinter van. So for those of you that want to do stealth camping, this is cool because they sold a completely black van with the standard windows and without an awning on added to it. and you could not see from the outside that it was a camper van. Also, when it comes to colors and decals, they customize basically everything if you so desire. So I do believe they have cool new concepts here, cool new ideas that I'm sure they will implement in future vans. The build quality is amazing, as I said before. So this was a quick look at the Innova Roadtrip 595 concept van. It is beautiful. It is packed with cool ideas. So a quick shout out to the people of Dicker. If you live in Belgium and you're interested in a motorhome, check them out on their website. They have a large amount of vans and motorhomes available for viewing in their 4 locations in Belgium. This one in Yale is the biggest one. They sell about 1,400 motorhomes each year, 300 of which are vans. So yeah, thanks again Dicker for facilitating this. I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.